Feeling a little bit run down, so I got my big cup of tea to keep me company through this video. I've made 2 videos in the past talking about, in total, 10 Disney locations that I wish were real or that I want to go to, and I mentioned that I'm going to make another one, and here are the final 5 locations. The first one is Atlantica, which is where Ariel, the Little Mermaid, grows up and where she lives. I think it looks really fun to live under the sea and, you know, swishing your fins all day, quitting part of your world. I am such a dork. The thought of living underwater really excites me. It seems really fun, but I would definitely need to be in the form of a mermaid to do this, because first of all, mermaids are really cool. Like, mermaids are cool, come on. And secondly, I wouldn't want to be a fish. I feel like the life of a fish is super stressful, or any other sea creature. Like, all you do is hiding from predators unless you're a freaking like blue whale, but like, not everyone can be a blue whale. Of course, being a mermaid, you still have to be scared of sharks and all this stuff, but like, your whole existence isn't just about eating or being eaten, you know? When I was little, I used to watch like the Disney show, morning show, cartoon show every like Saturday morning, and the Little Mermaid show series was on there, and I used to watch it, and that is actually where I learned the word harmony. And I always just think about like living there, it must be so just full of harmony, you know? It feels really fun to live there and, you know, have all the concerts with like Sebastian. And also, I would like to be a mermaid. The second place I would like to live in, or I would like to visit at least, is Zootropolis. Zootropolis is the city that Judy Hopps goes to become a police officer in the movie Zootropolis. I would like to live in Zootropolis because it feels like the city of opportunity, because especially during this movie, it is proven that everyone has the potential to become what they want. You just have to work hard for it, and this is something that I very much agree with. And Zootropolis is such a big city, which I like living in big cities, and I also like that it has so many different boroughs, not even just different parts of the town, you know, but like it has different, you know, you go up to this part of town and it's snowy, and then you go to this part of town and it has tiny, like this is where the tiny animals live. I just think it's really cool that you can go and experience different forms of life and different atmospheres and different, you know, environments in the same city. I also really like living in a city with great diversity. For me, living in London, one of my favorite things about living here is the diversity, because a lot of my friends here are from countries I haven't even been to, and I now have friends on every continent of the world, and that's amazing. I would love to experience this in Zootropolis, and then you would get to experience so many different cultures, I guess, because the different animals have different ways of life, and it's really cool. It would be really cool to see. The third location I would like to experience is the planet that Jim Hawkins lives on in Treasure Planet. I cannot actually pronounce this. It's Montressor? I don't know how to say it. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but anyway, I really want to go to space. Just as like a starting point, I really want to go to space. I think that would be amazing, really cool. If I can get like one wish granted, selfishly for me, like obviously if I could get one wish, I wouldn't save the freaking world, but selfishly, like if I was to do one thing for myself, experience one thing, it would be to go to space. Hands down, that is what I want. If I lived on Montressor, I would literally spend my whole day just like surfing, cruising. If you guys haven't seen Treasure Planet, Jim Hawkins has this like solar powered boosted kind of sailboard that he cruises through the galaxy on. Obviously he only does it like on his planet, like around his planet, but it looks really cool. I love skating, and if I could do it in the air, like yes, I would spend my whole day doing that. It looks really fun and really different, a very different place to live in, which would be really cool. The fourth location is a bit strange because it exists, but not in this way. I wish I could be in Tarzan's jungle. Tarzan's parents are on a ship. They get stranded on the coast of Africa in like the 1800s something. His parents get killed, and Tarzan is taken in by a gorilla mom. And Tarzan grows up with the gorillas, and he befriends some other animals, like an elephant, which is pretty cool. Like I'd be happy to have an elephant friend. He plays around and climbs trees, and I really like being in the forest. I'm really scared of spiders and insects and all this stuff, but apart from that, I really like being in the forest, and if I could live like Tarzan and, you know, like be friends with animals, that's really cool. I feel like his story is really cool because he gets to experience 2 worlds, you know, like he gets to see an animal world and then a different animal world, you know, like we're crazy evolved animals. So he gets to see 2 very different sides of what the world is. The fifth location is Monstropolis. Monstropolis is the city that Mike and Sully live in the monster world in the movie Monsters, Inc. What I really like about Monstropolis is that all these different monsters live together and they use their differences, you know, like their different skills and different abilities to their advantage. So they do different jobs depending on what body shape and, you know, what kind of skills they have that come with, you know, their appearance and just what monster race they are, I guess. I don't even know if that's how you talk about monsters. I'm not a monster specialist. I think it would be cool to live in the monster world because, you know, no matter how weird you look, like, no one's gonna think anything of it because everyone looks weird. And everyone is appreciated because everyone fills out a role, like everyone pulls their weight and everyone does a different thing, so you need everyone. Everyone is useful. It's just really cool how so many different monsters can live together and function together. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And out of these 5, which place would you like to visit or live in? Please let me know. This is fun for me. Alright, I shall see you guys next Wednesday. I'm really trying to improve my upload schedule. That's all I have to say about that.